What's up, gang? Kawaii50 here with another Fate Grand Order video, and as you can see, Bazett's kit has been fully released. We know what it does, and it's good. It's very, very good. It's good to the point where I am comfortable calling her the best alter ego in the entire game. Now, why is it so good? Please, allow me to explain and show examples. And if you're excited for Bazett as I am, don't forget to like and subscribe. So, anyways, Bazett. Third highest attack stat in the entire game. Let's go ahead and let's start that right there. Third highest attack stat in the entire game right there, and she is quick type. Skills are solid. I'm just going to gloss over these because this isn't really the huge important thing. Quick and buster boosts, nice. Critical damage, also nice. Damage against casters, good on an alter ego, I'll take it. Second skill, a charging NP gauge. Thank God for 50% NP charge. That is basically the standard right now. Star absorption and a crit damage boost. Good. Things are already looking great based on these skills. Third skill is an evasion, which is more important than you might think, as well as debuff immunity and star gain. Passives. This passive is important, but we'll get to that in just a second. What we need to talk about right now is Fragorock. Fragorock is everything I have been wanting in a Noble Phantasm in Fate Grand Order, and they go and put it on one of the most hyped servants in the game, so I will absolutely take that. Now, what does Fragorock do? It's a very different Noble Phantasm. So, draws attention to Bazett, and it grants her a counter. That's the reason Fragorock looked like it wasn't hitting nearly as hard. It is entirely a counter Noble Phantasm. Deals damage to that one enemy, and on top of that, it doesn't just deal damage to them if the enemy attacks them. If Bazett gets hit by a skill, like a debuff or anything like that, that is going to trigger the counter as well. If attacks multi-hit, however, only hits once. Sorry, can't take bonuses for each hit. This then reduces quick resistance if they survive and grants critical stars. Also grants a nice solid attack boost. Now, there are a couple of questions I'm sure people want to ask before we end up looking at what this thing actually does. For starters, Justin, isn't the way buffs work in FGO, doesn't that make this very, very bad? Because buffs fall off at the end of my turn. So if buffs fall off at the end of my turn, isn't Bazett not going to have any buffs to work with when she goes and actually uses her Noble Phantasm? This is stupid and dumb. No, wrong, incorrect. Look at Bazett's passive here. God's Holder, Tradition Carrier. Crit damage, buff, boost, whatever. Most importantly, extends offensive buff expiration timing on self from the end of your turn to the end of the enemy's turn. So Bazett gets to use every single buff that is on her, every single buff given to her on that Noble Phantasm attack. There's also some very important wording from Fragorock that makes it super, super good. Fragorock counter status lasts for 1 turn. Now, what does that mean? Allow me to show you. As always, my friends, bless X Naya for the high quality uploads. Thank you. Thank you, Naya. So this means that since Bazett's Fragorock counter gets to last a whole turn, we get instances like this. Okay. So activate Fragorock. Also, we didn't know we needed long-haired Bazett until now. Bless you, DW. We murder a Castorino. Goodbye, Door. You will not be missed. But wait. Counter. Counter. That's right, my friends. Bazett can wave clear. Bazett has both a single target and an AoE Noble Phantasm through this. This means Bazett can farm. Now, can Bazett farm easily at 1-1-1? Probably not. I mean, most characters can't. I've heard people saying that you need a lot of investment in order to really make Bazett farming like this with the Black Grail work. But you need a lot of investment for pretty much any farming to work with any character. So I'm not entirely concerned about that. What is most important is Frigorok can counter, making Bazett an excellent pick for both farming and for boss encounters. The reason she's got that evade, very, very important, because she's able to evade for a whole turn while unleashing Frigorok while the enemies target her. You can, of course, use things like invincibilities and other buffs on top of that to make it so Bazett can dodge attacks while dealing out punishment. Charge up that Noble Phantasm, go ahead and do it again. And let's take a peek at that gain back on that Noble Phantasm, just so we can kind of see where we're sitting at. So Bazett has gone and completely countered everyone with Frigorok, and she went and refunded 84% of her Noble Phantasm. So that's just an easy swap in and charge up, and you're good to go. If, God forbid, she had a Hohenheim buff on here, I think that would have been a potential for a full recharge. It is absolutely nutty. So I feel like I've just shown you enough really through this video and how Frigorok itself works. I do have a little more information about Frigorok. If you do get incapacitated due to abnormal conditions such as stun, petrification, charm, or sleep, Frigorok will not counterattack, so please keep that in mind. And if your HP gets reduced by 0, well, Bazett is dead, so you won't be able to counter that way. But that is all I wanted to say about Bazett, chat. Bazett is incredible. Bazett is the best alter ego in the game, and I will absolutely, just because of how interesting her mechanics are alone, I will roll for her over Koyan Sky of Darkness. Go ahead and let me know your thoughts about Bazett down in the comments section below, and let me know how excited you are for her. If you are playing on JP and you've had a chance to try her out for yourself, what are your first impressions using her at, say, lower skill levels or anything like that? Let's go ahead and give this girl all the hype she deserves. Anyways, gang, this is Kawaii50. I hope you all have a phenomenal day. I will see you all in the next video.